You all laughed at me. Well, I have to say, you're not laughing now, are you?
Newcastle are back. And back with a bang. From the Livramento and Hall reminder to 8 Newcastle players being ruled out of the Arsenal clash. To a Newcastle youngster taking the championship by storm.
You serious?
As per, let's break it all down and delve into the 5 things we learned from Manchester United 0 Newcastle United 3. Starting off with the story of 2 fullbacks. Tino Livramento showed just a glimpse of his quality. He showed excellent 1v1 defending, loads of intensity in the middle third, and quality in the final third. In the first half goal, Tino Livramento raced half the length of the pitch, shrugging off Garnacho, Hannibal, and Amp Mount, before sliding through for Miguel Almiron to blast past Onana and Amp into the far corner. Tino Livramento in the game against Manchester United had 73% pass accuracy, 8 ground duels won, 5 tackles won, 2 out of 2 dribbles completed, 2 clearances, 1 key pass, 1 big chance created, and 1 assist. It was also a sensational performance by Lewis Hall, playing at left back, who scored his first ever goal for Newcastle United and in his professional football. In the first half alone, Lewis Hall had a 73% pass accuracy, 3 out of 4 ground duels won, 2 long balls completed, 2 tackles won, 1 interception, 1 shot, 1 goal. Hall and Livramento both had outstanding games, and it's no reason we were crying for them to be used more. The £70 million duo showed their class on the night, and it was a back-to-back man of the match performance for Tino as well in the cup.
It was a very good night for everyone involved. I think a lot of new players came in to the starting 11, and I think it just shows the unity that we have in the squad. Everyone comes in, has the opportunity and takes it, and I think that's what you need if you want to be a top team.
As well, but that workload, it has increased, but you guys just seem to be enjoying it so much.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's down to how well the team done last season, and now being a part of it, you see coming into training every day how much everyone works and gives, and that's your reward at the end of the day, playing in big games and lots of competitions, and something that we as a club will look forward to.
Through to the quarterfinals, you're also Tino Player of the Match. Sean.
Secondly, we witnessed the midfield resurgence. Joelinton delivered a monstrous midfield performance tonight, displaying outstanding skills both offensively and defensively. He was a constant presence, dominating the game and overpowering Manchester United players. His ball control was impeccable, his distribution top class, and he fearlessly drove the team forward. It was his tackle that set Willock away to score. Undoubtedly, he deserved a strong consideration for the Man of the Match award. Against Manchester United, Joelinton had 56 touches, 7 times possession won, 6 duels won, 5 clearances, 4 tackles, 3 interceptions, 3 fouls, 2 chances created, and 1 assist. With that, he was the first in assist, first in decisive passes, first in defensive actions, first in cuts, first in interceptions, second in duels won, third in tackles, third in balls recovered. Willock was also a constant threat throughout the game, wreaking havoc on the Manchester United defense whenever he picked up the ball in midfield. His efforts were duly rewarded with a well-deserved goal, as he surged forward and expertly curled the ball into the net from the edge of the box. His performance was exceptional, both in terms of his offensive contributions and his defensive presence. Just look at his heat map, he was everywhere. That goal was the perfect culmination of an outstanding display. If Willock can maintain his fitness for the remainder of the season, the absence of Sandro Tonali may not be deeply felt. Also a big shout-out to Sean Longstaff, who captained the team on his 150th appearance for the club.
Yeah, it's a special night, but it was just a sort of a special night for everyone. Obviously, we had Emil Croft playing his first game in over a year, and I thought he was unbelievable alongside Dummy, and you could probably go through the whole team, Tino and obviously Lewis Hall. Young lads at full-back, I thought were absolutely outstanding, and an absolutely great night for us, and just shows the togetherness and the depth we've got in the squad.
Also a big shout-out to the centre-back partnership of Emil Kraft and Paul Dummett that kept a clean sheet. And by the way, Who would you pick between Jamal Lascelles, Emil Kraft, and Paul Dummett to partner Schär in the upcoming match against Arsenal? While it was also a masterclass performance from Miguel Almiron, who scored his 4th goal of the season, displaying excellent strength and composure. In the first half alone, he had an 82% pass accuracy, 3 ground duels won, 2 out of 2 long balls completed, 2 tackles won, 1 out of 1 dribble completed, and 1 goal. And the goal means that Miguel Almiron has now scored 55 club career goals and his 29th for Newcastle. The result meant that Manchester United had more players wearing the captain's armband against Newcastle United, 3, than they have had shots on target, 2.
Got him! Got him!
While Newcastle have also taken a 3-0 lead against Manchester United at Old Trafford for the first time in their history, and have also won back-to-back games against Manchester United without conceding for the first time in their history.
Eddie, I think it's only Newcastle's 2nd win here in 40-odd games. You need to enjoy nights like this.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, we're in that moment where we've obviously just finished and we're delighted with the win, delighted with the performance. The character of the group really shone through, and we scored some great goals. It's been a really good night for us.
When the team sheets came out, I looked at the number of changes from your point of view, and with all respect to the players you picked, you rested a lot. Did you expect a performance of that level?
Well, you hope. Yeah, it's sometimes difficult. You never quite know in this moment whether those changes will have positive or negative effects on the performance. But I believe in the character of the group. I think that's the most important thing when you make changes to the group. It's what is the commitment going to be like from the players that you're asking to play. And from minute one, I think they responded really, really well. I thought there was a real unity about how we played today. Some real quality as well with the goals we scored. I couldn't be happier.
Given the situation right now with injuries, suspensions, be 1 or 2 questions about whether the summer transfer business was right, whether you maybe Tino Livramento and Lewis Hall were the right players, with the other areas maybe of more urgent need. Did they give you an emphatic answer, or everyone an emphatic answer tonight?
Well, they're 2 top players. I've been saying that consistently. I don't know. I always say time will tell on transfer windows. You can't judge it a couple of months after. People will have their opinions. That's up to them. But as I've said so many times in recent press conferences, we don't have the benefit of hindsight. You can only act with the best interests of the football club and try and improve your squad in the best way that you see. And as I said, time will be the judge of that. We just enjoy this moment.
And Joe Willock, first start in 5.5 months. He gets a goal and a performance like that. He's got to be delighted.
Yeah, Joe's a top player. We've really, really missed him. He's a goal-scoring midfielder, as he showed tonight, and his athleticism, I thought, was a real standout feature of our first half performance. He scored the all-important 3rd goal, which we needed. Delighted to have him back. Hopefully, we needed to manage his minutes. Our plan was always to take him off in and around 60 minutes. So hopefully he's come through okay. So
it's Manchester City, Manchester United beaten in this competition. Are you feeling another Wembley run, and who would you like in the quarter-finals?
We'll get who we get. I've got no preference, so hopefully the only preference I would have would be a home tie if possible.
You must be due a slightly easier one.
Well, I think you look at this season, it's been bizarre. The cup draws that we've had, even going back to our pre-season, and that was our choice. But we've had some really tough games. But I think hopefully those games elevate your team and continue to improve your team. And so we'll take who we get, and we'll try and progress.
Then, Newcastle United's injury list continues to grow as they prepare to face Arsenal this week, with 8 players set to be ruled out for the upcoming clash. Matt Targett appeared to sustain an injury early in the match against Manchester United, with reports suggesting that his hamstring was the cause of concern. The absence of Alexandra Isak and Sven Botman has been confirmed, adding to the hosts' injury woes. Prior to their League Cup fixture against Manchester United, Newcastle manager Eddie Howe provided updates on his squad's fitness, revealing that a couple of players would not be available for the weekend match against Arsenal. Earlier reports had already signaled Isak's potential absence from the Arsenal game, and Howe confirmed that they are aiming to have the striker back after the international break. This indicates that Isak's recovery would extend beyond the immediate fixture. As for Botman, there is an ongoing issue that the team is actively trying to diagnose. Howe mentioned that the defender might fall into the longer-term injury category, but they are awaiting further clarity on his condition. In addition to Isak and Botman, Newcastle is grappling with several other injury concerns. Harvey Barnes is currently sidelined with a foot injury, Jacob Murphy requires shoulder surgery, and Elliot Anderson is struggling with a lower back stress fracture. None of these players are expected to return to action until the latter stages of 2023, ruling them out of the upcoming Arsenal clash. Furthermore, Lewis Miley is currently out due to illness. Howe recently revealed that Miley has glandular fever and will require 4 weeks of reduced physical activity before gradually building back up to full fitness. Lastly, Sandro Tonali will also miss the Arsenal match due to suspension. The midfielder has received a 10-month ban from football for his involvement in illegal betting activities during his time in Italy.
The next 10 months will look like, will he be training here or will he be allowed to go back to Italy?
We're still waiting for clarity.
Oh, yeah.
Keith, yeah, we're still waiting.
Despite these setbacks, Newcastle will still be able to field a starting lineup consisting of the players who featured in their last Premier League fixture. This would likely include Pope, Trippier, Lascelles, Schär, Byrne, Guimaraes, Longstaff, Joelinton, Almiron, Gordon, and Wilson.
You can have a game where you lose 1 or 2 players and suddenly the outlook on the squad and the sort of dynamic of the squad changes. But you just have to roll with the punches, you have to absorb the hits, and you have to find a way, and that's what we're going to try to do. So it's not ideal for us, especially with the season we have. Different to last year, totally different feel, where we could maybe absorb those hits a bit easier with the week-to-week games. We're not in that position now, so we're going to need everybody in the squad to step up, and I think that's the key message, is everyone has to give a bit more. And everyone's so important, and I said that pre-campaign, at the start of this year, every player in our squad has a huge role to play now. You can have a...
Then finally, Harrison Ashby, the loanee from Newcastle, is making a name for himself at Swansea City. As a full-back, he has had to bide his time due to the excellent form of fellow summer recruit Josh Key. However, an injury to Key has opened up an opportunity for Ashby to showcase his skills. Ashby's standout performance came in the recent victory over Blackburn, earning praise from head coach Michael Duff, who described it as the loanee's best showing since joining the club. Eager to build on his recent success, Ashby expressed his enthusiasm for the game and acknowledged the unpredictable nature of football. He hopes that he has seized the opportunity that has come his way, recognizing the potential for rapid changes in the sport. Reflecting on his performance at Blackburn, Ashby admitted that although things went fairly well, he missed a late chance to score. Nonetheless, he remains optimistic and aims to improve in similar situations in the future. Moreover, Ashby emphasized the growing chemistry with his teammates and the developing understanding of their playing styles. He acknowledged the guidance provided by the coach, who is working with him to enhance his abilities and address areas that require improvement. Feeling confident and motivated, Ashby believes he is in a good place both mentally and on the pitch. He is determined to capitalize on his progress and continue his upward trajectory at Swansea City. So far in 8 games, Ashby has 1 goal and 1 assist for Swansea City and an overall match rating of 7.15.